Alright, we are back here live at One Up Wrestling Press Start. And in the ring now are two men who were just released from prison, the trenches. And these two are scary guys.
And their opponents.
That's a water bottle. Straight out of yo mama's freezer, Super Beast. That is Isis, Don, the Polar Ephex, and they're fan favorites here in Liverpool.
You know, we walked into the building today, and I said, "Ice to meet you," to Don Freeze.
Ice to meet you.
Ice to meet you, and you know what he told me?
What?
Chill out. And then we hugged.
Maybe you should take a hint. You're causing all these issues with wrestlers in the back.
Listen, we had a great hug afterwards. We enjoy weather punch, cold weather punch at that. It is a snowy day here in Liverpool. They are right at home, and we are going to have a great tag team, a 2v2 match.
All right. This is 2v2 competition. The Trenches versus the Polar Ephex. And these guys are fan favorites, without a doubt.
They're very smart too, wearing those nice warm fur coats in here. It's a chilly day in Liverpool, not just in the ring, but outside. In those coats, they would do me a wonder right now.
All right, starting things off now is Isis Ephex. And it looks like he's going to be kicking things off with Red Sawyer of the Trenches.
Two very accomplished tag teams here, meeting up for what I believe is a first-time matchup with these two teams. 2v2 action here at One Up. And look at the size of Patrick Saint on the apron. He is a massive man. I would not want to fight him any day of the week, twice on Sunday.
The bell has rung. 2v2 mode. Tag team competition right now. Isis Ephex and Red Sawyer in the ring. And these guys, Trenches, you know, they're actually convicts. And they're on a work and release program, meaning that they're in jail for the 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday, and they get released on the weekends. So talk about pent-up frustration that they must be feeling locked inside of a cage.
So what happens if they get a Friday booking? They just can't take it?
I assume not. This is Saturday at the time of recording.
I would ask them, but I don't want to get, shanked or anything like that.
Well, that's a prison stereotype, Super Beast. What do you?
It happens. I know people.
They could be doing poetry in there for all you know.
I'm just saying, I know people in prison. I know how it works. They're scary guys. But you know what? Do they have a ring set up in the prison gym area where they could train and work out? Because that would be too cool.
Are you telling me that prison is now a breeding ground for professional wrestling?
It could be. It very well could be.
How do I know you weren't locked up in there, Super Beast? You just have all these sources?
I was locked up once. It was October 2014. True story.
Oh,
it was a long time ago. I made a bad mistake. I was innocent, though. They got the wrong man. I was acquitted.
Yeah, well, if you would have hit Matt McCoy with the chair earlier tonight, you might have ended up in the same spot.
Well, you never know what's going to happen in the future here at One Up Wrestling. He'll get his. But right now, we got some 2v2 action, and Red Sawyer just got his with that beautiful Rana from Isis Ephex. Oh, and he's shaking.
Oh, yeah, followed up by the hip swivel. And you could hear the pain on Red Sawyer. And in comes Don Freeze. Straight out of your mama's freezer. A Liverpool favorite.
Beautiful double axe handle there from the second rope.
Yeah, the double sledge. And now look at this. Mahi Strong. Kick out.
Very agile for a man his size.
Yeah, a man of his size should not do the things he's able to do. You'll see this as the match progresses.
He reminds me a lot of myself when I first started way back in 2003, just moving around, crowd favorite, doing stuff he shouldn't do. He could do more things than I could back then, which is a testament to his athleticism. But he reminds me a lot. Just, he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Oh yeah, 280 pounds. Just an insanely agile human being. Look at that cartwheel and a drop kick. You gotta be kidding me.
And that crowd popped with excitement for that cartwheel, but things are about to get real serious as Patrick Saint enters the ring.
Things are about to get meaty in here.
He's daring him to do it again. You know, if Don Freeze isn't careful, he might end up on a scared straight program.
Oh. Freeze now locks up with Saint, who just powers through him. I've never seen a man manhandle Don Freeze like that.
That's a monster in the ring with Patrick Saint. He is a massive man. He has got muscles in places I didn't know muscles could exist, and he is going to show that off tonight. Look at that. He can't get him down. He's too big and powerful. He just lifts him up by the head.
Went for the roll-up, didn't get it. Ow, on the right. Snap, Intiguri.
Rope-a-dope, young man. That's how you're going to get this big monster Patrick Saint down.
Saint was dazed for a second, and oh, come on. On the outside, it's Red Sawyer, who brought Freeze out of the ring, and now, with the ref distracted, this double team takes down Freeze.
But the ref didn't see it, and, you know, Ice has had him distracted there. It just happens. You know, if Don Freeze is not careful, he's going to have to hold Patrick Saint's pocket tonight. Maybe he'll get traded around for a pack of cigarettes. You never know.
And now, the cover by Saint. Very lackadaisical cover there. He didn't put all of his weight or any of his weight down on Freeze.
Look at that. He just pushes effects to distract the ref.
Yeah, he's toying with him.
Absolutely. This is a sign of a well-oiled tag machine, but this crowd is loving and cheering for Don Freeze.
Yeah, but he's getting clobbered by Red Sawyer.
This organic movement of the Polar Ephex, they are just sweeping across the Northeast.
Well, they're the coolest team.
They are the coolest team, and this crowd is loving it. And just now, there was a huge thing of snow that just fell off the roof of the building outside. Definitely a sign, an omen, if you will, a sign that the Polar Ephex is in the house, and they are heating up this building.
Yeah, but they've never taken a step in the prison yard before. Unlike these two men. The trenches. Nice tag offense there.
They are definitely great chemistry for a team there. They know each other like the back of their hand. They know where each other's going to be, how they're going to move, how they're going to act.
Well, yeah, they have the same prison schedule.
There's no, they
know that they're in the yard at 12, and they know that they're in the same, cell together. Okay. Oh, sunset flip by Freeze. Incredible. Oh. Sawyer, though, wearing down the big man, putting all of his weight into this attack. Flying headbutt, and a headbutt's a very risky move in wrestling, You inflict damage, yes, but you take 50% of it yourself. So I don't know how smart that was.
Absolutely. The only time I've ever seen headbutts work successfully if a Samoan wrestler was to give one, not for their opponent, but for them, they were able to deliver it, no problem. But yeah, headbutt, very risky. You could hurt yourself and your opponent, but sometimes you got to use your body as a weapon in there.
Oh, the monster, Patrick Saint. Acting more like a devil, putting his leg on the spine of Don Freeze. That is a big man.
Massive is the size. And that is the word to use there, is massive. Look at him. The big bear hug, just breaking him down and holding him there.
Also, it's important to note that going into this matchup, the Polar Ephex didn't know who their opponents were until 2 days ago. It was a mystery team that was slotted as their opponents, known as Test of Strength. They had no time to study, And now they're just learning who this team is in the trenches. A huge disadvantage. What a crossbody.
No, you're absolutely right there. When you can't prepare, it makes it very tough to get a game plan, and they're trying to study everybody they can, every team that Test of Strength has, and it just happened to be right here that they are coming in to win.
Tag. Sawyer's the legal man. And now, grasping Freeze, but look at that!
Oh, he went to the well once too often with that headbutt. This time he misses and hits his partner.
Yeah, he inadvertently struck his partner, and now Freeze takes advantage. Big back body drop tag. In comes Isis Effects.
And here comes Effects like a house of fire.
Yeah, and he was dancing until he met that brick wall known as Patrick Saint, but he's still in control here. Nice knee lift.
But at this point, he still has not gotten Saint down.
Oh!
He's just knocking him loopy and dazing him around there, but he hasn't got him off his feet totally just yet.
And the Polar Ephex, undefeated here in one-up wrestling. Cover. Oh.
Ooh, very close kick out. I thought he had it there.
Kind of a reverse body slam there.
Really thought he had that there.
Would you call it that? It was a move that I have personally never seen before, and I've been watching wrestling for over a decade.
It looked like almost like a backflip X Factor of sorts.
Oh yeah, talk about innovation. And here comes again fan favorite Don Freeze.
Now there's nothing to worry about there. That's a massive splash followed up by some knees. And look at this. Isis, oh, they're both going up top.
Isis on the top, he's perched, crossbody, and now to follow through on the top rope, Don Freeze frog
He
splash!
is feeling froggy!
Oh! But in the nick of time, the monster, Patrick Saint, saves his partner.
And that was smart. Not only did he hit Isis, but he pushed him out of the ring to break it up there. Very smart strategy.
But what a frog splash there by Freeze. A man of that size should not be able to do the things he does.
That is something I have never done. I never will. I was not ever a fan of the top rope whatsoever.
And oh no. Oh! That lariat turning the big man inside out. And Trenches almost gets the win there. But a massive heart on the Frozen One, who kicks out. Isis Effects, the coach of Don Freeze. He's brought him into this business. He's showed him the ropes, and he's looking to really bring him to championship victory.
He's a big brother of sorts, a mentor, if you will.
And now look at this. Oh, but into the post goes Saint. Freeze out of the way. Freeze now.
Beautiful Samoan there from Freeze. Look at Ice in there calling it out.
And now look at this. Wow! Northern Lights suplex bomb cover. And Isis Effects and Freeze win the match. Still undefeated on the independent circuit, Polar Ephex brings the crowd to their feet per usual. After a fantastic matchup, this tag team continues to show their prowess. And with the introduction of championships very soon, you gotta mark these two men as top contenders in the tag division. And look at this, they're throwing the snow into the ring. Wow.